Oh, right. Wow. That was actually quick today. Uh, Welcome back to another episode of the Concept Corner. We are on episode 11. Uh, Actually, today, my co host is running just a tad bit late. She may be in soon. I'm not sure where Lorenzo is. I think he was feeling a bit under, but hopefully I know he was feeling under a while back, so hopefully he's been feeling better this week. Um, but so I guess today we're gonna be working more on my comic. Hey, Cross, do you want a link, sir? You can join me in the chat. Unfortunately, my call is running a little bit late. I guess she got a phone call because she was expecting a phone call, so that phone call came in. And then, but yeah, I am actually checking out how does excuse me, uh, using the text and the word bubble and the word bubble system is working out. And my yeah, thank you. I'm still trying to get a bit of hang of the grayscale. The thing I'm learning is the other thing I'm learning today is how to adjust and size the text bubbles in oh, hang on, guys. Okay, man. Hold on. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just, I don't know, felt a little ill for a minute there.
No. Well, just let me know, and uh, uh, dang it. Now I lost my train of thought today. Oh, I've been doing that all day today too. This kind of sucks. And so we're on episode 11. We didn't get a chance to talk about what we're gonna be doing for the show. So I guess pick a topic and we'll talk about storytelling or what have you.
Have you actually read the story that I sent over?
I haven't had a chance. I was gonna do it on the weekend. Unfortunately, my mom decided that's the week when we were gonna move things around. And by the end of the week, I was like, oh, weekend. I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna mess with another thing. I'm just gonna go lay down and bask in the soreness that is my muscles.
Uh,
And then, but I remember reading most of your stuff, so generally you do pretty good stuff. I mean, I don't think I've ever read anything that you've done poorly. At least not as of late, because I know when we first started, I think our biggest problem was spelling and some grammatical errors.
yeah, this was um yeah, it's more like those ones are ones that I didn't um uh proofread as much as I should have, but since that was written such a long time ago,
Hmm.
um no, it's been kind of gone through and proofread and stuff, and
Yeah.
Hoping to kind of copyright it and submit it to a sci-fi magazine or something. The whole thing about it is that it kind of is like a Studio Ghibli animation style. It's very
Ah, I don't know. Maybe you should put a link out in the YouTube chat and see if anybody else want to take a gander at it. And I am
uh,
really getting sick and tired of this. I'm trying to figure out why my text tool keeps putting me this. I use this text font for a different project, and now it just seems to be stuck on that project, and I can't figure out how to get it off of it. So now I have to keep readjusting the darn thing instead of saying one thing. But no, actually, I think this was.
that reminds me in the YouTube.
Hmm?
Well, no, that means I got to load up the YouTube thingy.
Yeah, and then yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you should. I know you're trying to, you're picking after many people who have writing styles, but because from what I remember, you did you did a lot of sci-fi stuff. So I'm just obviously sci-fi stuff, and then because usually most stories have a beginning, middle, and end, and usually from what my I guess my script teacher told me, you should know what your ending is before you even start at the beginning. You know?
Well, that was the case in this story. I mean, I knew what my ending was going to
Know
be.
what your ending is before you even start. And that's when you should mute me.
Yeah, I definitely knew what my ending was going to be when I started writing this,
Mm-hmm.
and I was worried actually that the end of it was going to be a little bit too much. But a lot of people seem to really like the ending, so.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. And yeah.
But aside from that, I just had what do you call it? You know, um, yeah, there wasn't. I think the first, I think it was My Sister the Robot had a general. Uh, I had an ending for that, but it left open space for a sequel, and then
Hmm.
I wanted to write sequels and stuff to it, but I only got one sequel down before I kind of abandoned the project. People liked it, but it wasn't as it wasn't as good as it should have been, and I think I need and but I can still redo it if um, I just have to age up the characters.
Right. I'm trying to figure this darn thing out because sorry, because now it's not tracking together. So I guess I gotta. Now what did I do wrong? Hey, Potts. I'm having trouble with with this darn thing making double bubbles. For whatever reason, I got it to work on this one, and now I can't get it to work on this one. See? I
Where's
don't know.
my YouTube?
Okay, you know what? I think I realize what I did wrong. Ah, damn it. Yeah, no. I'm sorry. You can go ahead, Ali.
Oh, I was just thinking where my YouTube link was. I have too many tabs open.
Ah, too many tabs.
Somewhere around here.
I don't know. I've just been trying to join more, I guess, more Discord servers and try to uh, advertise myself out for more work.
You should also put, robots make everything better. I think. Well, seriously, anytime I'm in like a anytime I want to figure out how to make um if I'm in a writer's block type of thing, or don't know about how to make something more like
What's that? What's that?
interesting or whatever. I take something like some random plot or whatever and be like, well, what if this character was a robot? And it's seriously, you get so many ideas from that. Um, Even if you don't end up using the robot air, like angle, uh, you still end up getting lots of ideas,
Yeah,
which is really strange. But
yeah. I mean, it's one of those things to learn when you're doing stuff, and it's like this. When I'm learning how to use the dialogue system for this game for this program. It's like, hey, uh, yeah. No, I mean because it's usually it's taking an angle and figuring out what you want to do because most stories tend to have uh, a direction it wants to go in or something it wants to tell. Um, you know, so because some, I mean, not everything does it, but a lot of stories tend to have some kind of moral to the story or some kind of great adventure. You know, the hero's journey where you go through the steps and so you have the character go on kind of like this and the journey of discovery as they start from a set beginning all the way to the end. Uh, and then,
I think that's sort of what mine has right now. I mean, she goes on a journey definitely. There's some big stumbles along the way, definitely. But there's but at the same time, at the end of it, things have a fairly happy ending.
yeah, and I'm being famous apparently because I got people asking me questions today right now while I'm in the middle of a stream. Thanks, guys. I'm breaking my concentration. Okay, no, yeah, it was because Beyond the Century because that's the name of your story.
Uh
I'm
huh.
kind of going through a little bit of it, you know, reading a little bit, doing work, reading a little bit, trying to do work, and then because most of it just follows what a sentence structure and paragraph structure that I'm used to seeing since high school, or well, since they started teaching us that, and then so so the byline is like there is a legend. That's that's a great way to start your story, and then you know
Yeah, it starts with a scene that's actually repeated later on, and it's almost like this is the whole most of the story is actually kind of a flashback. Um,
Mm. Oh no, yeah. I've read those kind of stories before, and you just kind of because
because then it all comes together later in the end.
yeah, because I think a recent use of that was actually the Sonic movie, where they start somewhat at toward the end, and then they're like, "Hey, you want to know how I got to this point? This rewind all the way back to this point." So, so it's I don't think I've ever really seen it used, at least not that I can really remember. So it's it's worth using. I mean, not for every story, but it's worth using. Depending on the story, you know.
Yeah, and it's a I tried to balance it out as well, um, because I didn't want to make it like too heavy on one side, like with a ton of exposition, and then have everything at the end happen really quickly, and then
Yeah, then you just have yeah, and then it just kind of gets kind of messy after a while. You just yeah. Yeah.
see.
Hmm. Not sure if I should leave it like that. It's like a mystery for another time, but the it's just this eye kind of feels. Um,
I can let you know when I find my stupid YouTube window.
what do you guys think? Because I really don't do lettering like I should. Because usually that I leave that lettering to somebody else. But since this is my own thing, I'm trying to get the lettering correct. And so I guess the idea here is to ensure that everything, kind of fits together, not just grammar wise, but visually. Because sometimes even how you set lettering can actually can either be like, oh, this sucks, or or this is uniform, this is appealing to the eye. You'd be surprised when it comes to comics, what would scare people away and what will attract people to it. It's like the because like I read some comics and sometimes the lettering is just in weird spots and or it's not placed in the most visually appealing way, I guess. Because even some sound effects just like okay, all right. I don't know why you put that there, but you're kind of blocking the rest of the art doing that.
Let's
Yeah. And
see here. All right, screw it. I don't know where it went, so I'm going to open another tab and just
you should. I mean, if you're in the StreamYard, if you go to the StreamYard tab, you should be able to see what I'm seeing.
I can, but I'm just going to put them together so I can. Um, or is it? I can't. There we go.
Yeah, I'm still trying to come up with a different name for this channel, and then for this, because obviously I'm not really doing concept corners and concept stuff directly. So I guess mm, the comic corner,
Um,
storytelling. No?
I'm not sure. I could really be anything, I guess.
Ah, damn it.
all right, I'll put it in the YouTube chat. So if anybody actually wants to read it, oh, sorry. If anybody actually wants to read it, they can read it.
Did you put it? It hasn't shown up in the. Where did you put it?
Oh, in the YouTube comments. I don't know how I would put it in these comments because there's no box for me to put it in these comments.
What? It should be. That's weird. Never heard of that before. Yeah, no, shoot.
You can do.
I went to my channel, and for whatever reason, it decided to go elsewhere, and that was not supposed to happen. To me going here? Huh, that's weird. Oh, I can. I mean, is it the same link you gave me?
Yeah, it's the same link I gave you.
Okay. Oh. Well, make sure nobody can. Okay. So nobody can.
Oh, comments aren't available while live.
There, I put it in.
Cool. Thank you.
There we go. I got it. So that's her story. You guys, when you guys have a chance, give it a good read over. Um,
Yeah, it is not.
it's more like a young reader's story, more or less, right?
It would be, yeah. I think it would probably be rated PG, maybe PG-13. There's one scene of possible sexual abuse, but not really. Like it's very over very quickly, and nothing really happens. But it does. It's a catalyst for part of the story. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and
How early
it,
does that happen?
and it could be. I don't know if it would bump it up a whole rating because it's the only thing that would really.
Well, I mean, the thing is like when they make movies and when it happens, usually they have to take it to whatever the movie association is at that time, and then so they would have to rate it. So if they see this one scene that somehow is offensive in some manner, they're gonna ask you to take it out, or they'll ask you to take it out and what have you.
They would. I think working with them, they would probably find it's a very important scene. So I think they would probably have to find a way to.
Okay, what you did is you put it in the private comments. That's where you put it.
I put it in the private comments so somebody could.
You put it in the private chat. That chat is only for me, like me, you, and whoever else joins.
But I also put it in the I put it in the YouTube chat though.
Hmm. Okay, well, it'll show up in the comments when once we stop streaming. So, but I did give it to put it for everyone to see or to read when they get the chance. And then, but yeah, so we'll see. Because like I said, I'm kind of going through some of it and trying to draw at the same time. But most people are here to see me doodle.
It's yeah, like I said, it's mostly I would probably give it a PG rating. If you like Studio Ghibli stuff like Spirited Away or Howl's Moving Castle, you'll probably enjoy this.
Hmm.
And I can actually almost see it as that.
Nah. How do I get it off of freaking second? Ugh. It's like it's for some whatever reason, like I said before, it's going on Sectum Torium BB, and I can't figure out how to get it off of it, and it's just like it's driving me nuts. So what I'm using is a because someone had bought me like a bunch of fonts. Like, hey man, I look at your stuff. Do you have fonts? No, not really, dude. Well, here are a bunch of fonts. Oh, cool.
You should upload those. I would love fonts. I love fonts.
And then yeah, and so so it's just a bunch of fonts that I've yet to utilize maybe even half that list. So there's only a few I would like use and like stuff for robots, stuff for magical beasts and creatures and what have you. And then I find that this one called Zat Ray Gun 2.0 or version 2.0 is probably the best when you're doing comic book writing or comic book lettering because it feels more like a pin sketch. And so it's better than Times New Roman because Times New Roman you want to use that mainly for when you're writing documents and what have you, and then so people can read it legibly. Because I've actually had a uh, a seasoned graphic designer tell me because I used I forgot the name of the font. It was some kind of Paradise something font, and he was like, "Really, dude? Oh, I didn't know." So I got a lesson on on proper use of font. I guess you might put it that way. And then and so because I guess when comics first started out, you had to learn to letter your own comics or know where the space is. Here with this, I can just put whatever and slap it down and you know give it gas. That's what I like to say. A lot of gas. Yeah, but no, I mean you can still talk about the story.
Um, well, let's see. Um, what else? It was inspired by one episode of an anime. Um, then later on, I watched Bicentennial Man and realized that it had a lot in common with Bicentennial Man. Um, it didn't mean to.
Hmm.
Um, but Maybe Katie has another case for me to save.
To solve.
Solve.
I
So,
think I'm gonna spell solve too.
to solve that.
Yeah. Let's see. If I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing, I'm gonna goof like a mofo. I think right now I'm just using temporary dialogue because I really should sit down and work on the dialogue some more. And so this is just giving me a general idea of what I want to put in. So the dialogue may change from what they see, what people see now to what um to what they'll get later.
Um,
Mm.
Let me think. So yeah, it takes the Clockwork Girl through many eras of history, or a few specific eras of history. It's got some light-hearted moments, some darker moments, and um, it would be interesting live. But I think I would be more apt to recommend it as like I think it would be really great as more of a retro anime type thing. Um,
Hmm?
but yeah, I just want to kind of say a little bit. Wanted to say a little bit about it so that people will have a desire to want to read it, rather than have anything else going on. Uh,
Okay, nobody knows who Chief Stern is. Come on, guys.
will listen fit on that one? Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. It. I'm just being slow, trying to. No one. Okay.
Well, I mean, I would love comments on it, uh, which you can send to me via. I think I don't know how you would send comments to me. I guess through this or through YouTube, or because since I linked it up.
Or Twitter if you have a Twitter account.
Yes, I do.
Actually,
Twitter is.
Twitter is as
Uh,
Twitter does.
I will. I have to pause for a sec. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay. If you guys want to join me in chat, just let me know, and I can send you the link. And then uh, 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 a no win prize for those who figure out who Chief Stern is, or I get where I got the name Chief Stern from. Let's see if I can make this smaller. That's what I like about this, because you can just sit there and make things smaller when you need it. And no worries, Jeff. Uh, I am also what is that? I need to put my phone on vibrate. um, I'm also gonna set up the subscribe star for this, because again, Patreon is not letting me make a secondary Patreon. Yeah, I do, or at least I haven't figured out where the button is for it. And then and then so I'm thinking, because I know, like, Patreon, it takes out a little bit, takes a little bit of the cash out. So I'm thinking uh like 350 for but the 350 gets lets you see the comic early. It lets you see uh, pages in progress. It would also let you see little extra goodies here and there. So and this is um, but I'm also thinking, depending on how things go, maybe if I can get it to a physical copy, uh, being in the subscribe star will also get you a discount. But I would have to figure out if I can do that with a Kickstarter or Indiegogo. Um, I've heard people talk about Substack, but I have no idea if that would be uh, something I could use. Now, let's see, sound effects. No, sound effects, not effect line, sound effects. Wattpad? I've never heard of this one. Is there a is that the name, or is that the link? Let's see, Wattpad. Wattpad, where
Okay,
story?
I'm back.
Ah,
Surprise.
yeah, you surprised me. No, actually, someone was recommending something called Wattpad. Wattpad, WATT pad.
Yep, I've heard of it. I have an account there somewhere.
Yeah, well, I'm about to make one, so yay. So I guess the name of my company or my little comic entertainment business is going to be Right There Comics. Never. Have you finished writing a novel? No. It's asking me for a bunch of stuff. So I'll give it a look when I'm done.
Um,
Or
I
not.
left my Twitter in the in the
No, I think you
you
followed.
comment.
You followed me, so let me. I can find it. I can find it real quick.
And then I put it in the private chat too.
I have 121 followers. Go me. Okay, I guess it's not working because it's not letting me in. Yeah, Wattpad. Because it asked me about for I guess pronouns, and then I guess because I said I was a guy, he just like doesn't like me. Like, oh, you're a guy? Okay, never mind. Oh, okay, thanks. I'm making a joke, but terrible one, but a joke nonetheless. All right, let me see here. There we go.
There we are.
That is weird. Okay. And he gave me a picture of two cats as my
It's
as,
Two Cats production.
yeah, it gives me two cats. You know, I guess that's the starting logo for your account when you look into it. So right, so when I get the chance, I'll look into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and bookmark this and check it out later. They have a premium too.
You should put just a photograph of two like cans of soup and call it Two Can Productions.
Hey, but cats are a tier on their own. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. And, so yeah. Um, Sound effects. That's what I was looking for. Freaking. Yeah. I wonder if you can turn these into. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, see, because you see me look at all these things and I'm just like, just I gotta download it, all this stuff. Download, download.
If you do leave anyone does leave me something on Twitter, let me know like where you come from or like what it's about. So I'm very if I receive a strange message on Twitter or something, I'm more bound to like delete and block the account if I don't know where it is.
No, no, don't worry. I've been doing this for a while and I've yet to receive anything. You know, I'm not even. I haven't even gotten anyone like, oh, you are. Da, 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 da. Yeah, but it's like because mainly I try to be apolitical on every channel I'm on, so it's like just talk about the stories, have fun, you know. And so
Well, I mean, I have. I just so I just it, I put that out there as I guess sort of a not a
Yeah, I
warning
mean, just
as a
tell your stories. See what people think. And then just be careful when you put out links to your stories that no one can edit it.
yeah. It's just as
What was that? You hear it too, right?
oh yeah, that's my phone.
Like,
That
okay, I know I'm not going. Yeah, I love this program. This is like you can do stuff like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to come back to this page because uh, I really can't think of dialogue for it, and I'm probably sure it would be some kind of sound effect because this is more like a mini montage type deal. So
would be like a snap.
snap, crackle, pop, that type of thing.
Mhm.
And then, but so far nobody has figured out where Chief Stern comes from. They had.
Or a Velcro sound like
Like, yeah, pop culture reference. That's me. I like to do that way too much sometimes. And yeah, I'm terrible about it.
how many lines did you draw for her?
Hmm?
How many lines like that's a lot of lines for like one person, I guess.
Oh, I should see in some of the other stuff I do. There is kind of just drawing the setup for characters. Normally, if this was like regular commission work, I would do the rough, the sketch, and then the final. But some of this I'm kind of jumping in between in between, I guess, because some of it feels like final, some of it is still sketch, and sometimes I'll fix something, and it's like I think I've mentioned to Lorenzo before. He said sometimes I'll go back and I'll fix something, and then because if I ever had the money, I would probably hire an actual manga artist to do the book. Like,
Uh,
and he just uses what I've made as the bedrock of everything. You know,
A mangaka, I believe.
yeah, an American storyteller was a manga artist. Sounds appealing, I guess, and because they're actually doing that with I don't know if you heard of it. It's called KM America.
I have not, no.
It is they actually have an Indiegogo going on. It's the second for their thing, and I got to look it up now. Indiegogo, and then basically it started off as like I guess like the main character started off as a political satire comic,
Hmm.
and then it just kind of moved on from that, and so it's its own little comic universe. Came America. Let me see. I'm not doing it justice, but as far as a description is concerned, so I'm pretty sure Rick or from Cross Comics or Jeff Potts in the chat will have a better job of that than I will. because I can't describe stuff for whatever reason. And I shouldn't be cursing on this, but
YouTube will shut you down.
oh, it'll probably shut me down for a lot of other things. Like, why aren't you being political? Because I don't want to be. But that's link in the YouTube. I'll put it here in the private chat too, in case that's easier. And then right now is actually it's met its goal. It was a flexible goal of 500 for because I think it was like a limited run on Indiegogo because the Kickstarter was a bigger goal and they met that they crushed it on the first one. So this one it was a goal of 500 for a limited run and it's currently at 12,703. So yeah, and then
Got these really weird people following me on Instagram. I have no idea who they are. Luck. Thank you.
why are you're on Instagram, but you're I was like, okay, man, I wish I get people. What the heck? You really want to put your phone on silent?
I have nothing. I have nobody. Like, I don't have pictures on my Instagram. That's how I know it's like really weird. I haven't got around to uploading any.
Oh,
So
maybe it's just bots decided. Oh, hey, we're gonna pick on this person because we can.
most likely is why I'm
It-
blocking. Oh, it's Manuel Giovanni. Um,
I have no idea who that is, but okay.
he loves. He has two posts. His account is private. He loves golf, basketball, and music. I don't like golf. I'm not a really big basketball fan. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
it sounds like a bot account. Hmm. No, because I've gotten those too. I think I forgot. Not I remember. I think I forgot to freaking delete the bot comments on my later, Jeff. Yeah, we go, my man. Yeah. So I just I guess so Came America is actually on its fifth. I do yeah, it's on its fifth volume. And I've gotten all five volumes, so I have all five. Yay me! And it's a pretty good comic, I think. It's came a long way from where it started, and then so yeah, like I said, it started off she started off as a character in a political satire comic. Um, you might have heard of it. It was called Walmite, and then
No, I don't think I have. Maybe it's
it
just drawing a blank.
it was made during 2016. It's a like I said, it's a political comic, and they since stepped away from that, and they're just making comics. But it's been a fun comic, you know. And so my aim is to kind of be in that same area, be a fun comic. And then but the thing is, I really can't afford to have it on pencil and paper. I wish I could, but because 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 to do a physical comic, I would need to have it in color. The thing is that I am slow as a as a tortoise when it comes to colors. So to do an entire comic in color would take me forever, and so I'm trying to do it in black and white, and then go from there. Uh,
Turtles are a noble creature.
yes, but we are slow.
Yes. Sometimes, as fast as you want to go, you just end up being slow. That's
Oh, like
okay.
I said, Rick, if you want a link, you can join the chat, and you can talk up. We can talk up comics, and then yeah. Because I'm yeah, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get some detractors when this book really takes off, or I hope I want it to take off. When I get a chance, I'm gonna figure out this freaking it wants me to start a download. Oh, it did. Finally download.
Maybe like something like Zip, Snap. I don't know, or maybe Swish. I don't know. Could be in there.
Oh, I finally got it to work.
Oh,
Yeah, it was downloading. It's just it's trying to download while trying to stream at the same time. I guess so. That's why it took forever to do it. So
what does that translate to?
it translates to click.
Close enough.
So I may actually have to put in click because those are the only effects I have here are all of that, and I don't have any kind of manga. I mean, manga, American stuff. And right now I can't really search for it because yeah, we're streaming right now, so I can't really search for it right now. And then, but it says click. It's click, 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 click. And then, so it finally decided to do my bidding after me fussing with it after a while. Oh well.
Well, the more you
The more you
get,
learn, the more
the more you get done, the better. I guess.
yeah. And so yeah, this may be the thing that is gonna probably annoy me a bit is get a motorcycle to be correct. It's gonna be uh,
Is the motorcycle talking?
no, thankfully
Yeah.
no. That would be awesome, but no. It's just a motorcycle. It's just a I don't I don't really do too much of this stuff, so it's one of those things I realize I need to get better at, and that so part of this is me learning, me getting more into the work I should be doing. So yeah, but now I lost my train of thought. Damn
It's been derailed.
it! It's always been the route, and it keeps being getting the route. No, yeah. So I'm gonna try and, like I said, I'm gonna try and launch a website pretty soon. I'm gonna see about some of these other sites. I guess the more eyes that get to see it, I guess um, the more chances of it is succeeding. I guess.
I have an eye appointment tomorrow in Boston, so I have to travel like an hour each way.
Mm-hmm.
Drives me nuts. I mean, I'm not going to be driving because I don't drive, but I have to go an hour each way.
No, I mean, well, I still need to go see my ear doctor. Just because the ringing is becoming a thing. I'm just like, yeah, I should probably talk to him about that.
Yeah, tinnitus is not a good thing. Now someone's following me again on Twitter.
Hmm?
Twitter, somewhere.
Been there, done that.
Herman P. Hunter 1. I can't believe that there's a Herman P. Hunter already registered, so I don't know why.
All the How does that work? Oh, let's see. Mm, yeah,
Oh,
trying to fill the air, fill the air was ideas, and I'm just kind of not having a good time figure out what I should be saying on air. Like, oh, this sucks.
The Revenant and the Tomb. He's a writer of fantasy fiction.
Who? What? When? Where? Why? How? Me?
This guy who, uh, Herman P. Hunter 1.
Hmm.
He is a writer of fantasy fiction. It's
Cool.
called The Revenant and the Tomb. It's now available.
At Indiegogo.
And he has HP Hunter Twitter, hphunterwriter.com is his website.
That's cool. I'm trying to figure out how he found you, but
I have no idea. He's not going to get followed back, but I don't see anything that, aside from being writers, uh,
yeah,
but,
it's hard to find people who are completely 100% interested in what you're doing.
but there's, I mean, I hope that I'm not, like somebody else is not. I'm like that. I'm not making fun of somebody who's in the stream right now.
No,
But it's all like a lot of it is retweeting. Brian Shearer is now unshadow banned. I don't know who that is.
I have no idea.
And there's a triangles fit the general figure or the head into the shape.
Here. Mm. Mm.
Someone says that's awesome. I was wanting to ask about drawing advice. Love drawing, but I'm not good and would love to learn more.
Oh. So I've been drawing since what? Since I was a kid. Let's see, I've been doing this for a long time. Oh, okay. That explains it. All right, so we apologize to Jeff. Oh, that's cool. Triangles fit the general figure or head. Hey, that's actually not bad. Not a bad idea. I mean, it just determines because a shape will determine how your character. Some characters, but I mean, it depends on your style, obviously. So I can just,
Well, it looks like Brian Shearer is more interesting than Herman P. Hunter is.
yeah. So no, that's cool. And then so yeah, we're gonna stop stop talking like that, like idiots. And then so when Jeff comes back, we'll let him know. Like, hey, sorry, dude. But yeah, so like triangle effort, what we're seeing. So you gotta so so that's your head, right? So you're just kind of drawing the head in the shape that your character is going to be in. So if you're doing like a fat character, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're doing a jolly dude, so here's where the shoulders would be, stomach. You can have his arms right here.
Team Soul Finder. I write stories about combat veteran exorcists.
Oh, that's Doug Ernest. I yet to check out his stuff, but I heard it's very good.
Doug
Um,
Ernst. Yeah.
um, I think the biggest thing is there's going to be a lot of church references. So I'm not sure how that because I know not everybody is a Catholic and what have you. And so that's how you will get this to work. So a lot of triangles because you could also do that when you're drawing characters. So like say you want to draw an arm, right?
Uh,
And so you draw out your standard arm. So this is your shoulder, your elbow, and your wrist. So you can draw a triangle for the hand. So like the back of the hand, front and back of the hand. You can take a triangle, kind of do it this way, and then kind of reverse, like maybe not a triangle, but kind of like a rectangle. So you can probably do it like that.
it's like a trapezoid.
Yeah, kind of like a trapezoid, but more or less. You know, you could also do it for noses. So like say this is your face, right? This is the face. Well, not your face, but a face. So this is the face. And you can take a triangle, and you can black out your nose. So now that you have your nose, you can start building your nose from inside that triangle. So you have your bridge of your nose right here. You have the tip of your nose, and then you have your nostrils out here on the side. I'm not sure what the tip of the tip of the nose is called, so you're gonna have to kind of forgive
I don't know either. Tip of the nose is what I usually call it.
me. Tip of the nose. Well, there's a medical term for the tip. Medical term for like almost every body part. So it's like so just me going because generally what I do when depending on the angle, yeah. So like I have a character looking up, right?
Okay.
Usually what I'll do is I'll kind of make the triangle so that I know where the bridge of the nose is, and then kind of make another triangle to see where the bottom of the nose is, where the nostrils and yeah, kind of like the bottom of the I don't forget what it's called. It's the area between your between the bottom of your nose and the start of your the top of your lip. Yeah.
I just call it my upper lip.
No, well, this like this area right here. You know
I, I know what you mean, but
yeah.
I just usually call it my upper lip.
So so that's because the lips are kind of like a trapezoid as well. So, and you can even use kind of like a trapezoid for the chin. So there's your chin. Yeah, but Doug, like I said, Doug Ernest makes a pretty good comic from what I've heard. I can't afford to buy every comic, unfortunately. So everything is kind of a shape. The phrase is a little too elongated, but it kind of serves the point what I know
That's one.
what I'm trying to get at.
That's one pronounced chin.
Yeah. Well, it's just to give you an idea where the chin is at. You don't have to draw it exactly like that. Well, nobody has to draw it exactly like that. So you can probably just squish it in. You can even do it from the side. Circle for the head.
Ish.
And so
I
take a
have to,
triangle.
I have to add Herman back. That's Jeff's pen name.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. I don't know if he's told me that before or he's not told me, but so me going, oh crap, I should have remembered that. So he's gonna come back to this and he's like, hey, why did you make fun of me? Oh, because we're dumbasses.
Because everybody deserves a little bit of a roast, I guess. And it's in good fun.
Mm-hmm.
And because apparently he lives in the Magic Mitten, um, that's his location. But
Yeah. So yeah, that's how you can use a lot of triangles. A lot of your, I guess your primary shapes. Circles, squares, rectangles, triangles, trapezoids. You know, you could use a lot of basic shapes, and you can build yourself into a better artist the more you use stuff commonly. And figure out the 3D space. Mm. Hey, Rick, did you have anything you wanna promote, dude? Did I give you a wrench? I think I gave you a wrench. Let me go check to the site. Come on. Yes, I did. Ah, damn it! No, quit doing that. Hey, yes, me messing with this darn thing and trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong.
mm,
Okay. Well, when Jeff gets back, he's gonna find himself as the moderator. He has the power.
well, he got a follow out of it, so why not?
I think I'm following him too. Should be following him. Yeah, but that's how you could use triangles. Triangles, primary shapes. You know, and this is just kind of me just. Do you do?
Yep, the somebody, yeah, it's an AccuWeather pop up.
Ah,
Uh, Country Stuff, the album. That's a great title for an album.
hmm. Uh, there should be a line for this. I think there's supposed for break stuff. So we're gonna put that in there too. I think. Ah. Oh, hey, what? No.
You want to do that? June 10th.
Hmm?
Album is due June 10th, and that's not actually that far away.
Whose album was that?
Carrie Underwood.
Oh, yeah. We need to be careful of that. No, trying to find a classic Triumph motorcycle. At least a pickup one is insanely hard to find.
Like a Triumph or a Harley or something.
Yeah, because she's riding a motorcycle, and I'm just trying to find a good front end of the bike so I can see where everything is settled. And I should have done that before the stream, but I didn't do it because I'm an idiot. You're gonna notice I'm gonna be calling myself an idiot quite a bit.
Let's see here. That's why I told people to tell me where they were from too, because I was like, "Who's this Herman guy?" Like, okay,
Yeah, I think that's one of the things I should have remembered, or
but I mean, it's good that we figured it out. Anyway,
Herman P. I think he. It sounds like a name from uh, the Monsters. It's an old or because his name because the because the Herman was the name of was the Frankenstein monster guy.
yeah, he was the head of the family there.
Herman P something.
Little Herman Munster was the name of the guy because it was the Munster.
Yeah, monster. Okay. Yeah. So it's like I think that's like that's I feel that's where it's from, but he could have gotten it from somewhere else. But like hey, I remember something because I'm dumb. Okay, so actually this handlebar is little too. Real good pen. Yeah. So it's just mainly just finding a place for the wires. All right. Well, let me see here. I'm gonna go put this in the stack ins and see if anybody wants to join us in the chat because we're kind of drowned in here.
Ah,
Mm.
some of your YouTube mods are showing up.
Hmm? Yeah, yeah, they're all showing up now. It's just guess.
Naruto, 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 85.
85 is guess.
They're like, do you happen to like Naruto?
I think that's the only thing he could find because you know how sometimes get taken.
Yeah. I don't know if my porcelain girl nickname is taken on YouTube, but I always, I think I chose the name that I have to be a little more discreet. Um, so I wasn't broadcasting porcelain girl everywhere on YouTube. Be a little
Mm-hmm.
bit more anonymous.
Well, we like to say that, but because nowadays it's kind of hard to figure out what's not taken and what is taken. It's like
I mean, I could try and see if porcelain girl is taken. I mean, if not that, off porcelain girl or the porcelain girl or
no, because I'm actually fairly surprised that high tier wasn't taken.
yeah, I did follow that account on Twitter.
Beetlejuice,
The tier comics or whatever.
high tier comics or tier comics. Well, I put it tier comics because they wouldn't give me high tier. It was like do my bidding. No, never. Okay, whatever. And I forgot to put the darn cross. Yeah, he is also Beetlejuice reference. I forgot about that too. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
For the rest of the stream, tech will be represented by a white ball.
What? Why? What happened? What did it do now?
No, because on the your avatar is just a basic. It's a white glowing ball, basically.
Oh,
Mine is a picture of myself. Yours is just a white glowing ball.
it should be the tech corner, which is what it should be showing. I don't know why it's not showing that.
At least not on YouTube, anyway.
Ah, that's weird. Because I see it here. It says it right here. I don't know why it's not showing it there.
And yeah, in the stream, it's fine, but on YouTube, it's just a white ball. I don't know why.
Nah, it's weird.
Is that cross part of her outfit, or does she have like a tattoo of it on it?
No, it's in the part of the outfit. I just haven't finished putting it on there. I don't think. Yeah, I am not sure what the problem is. You actually got me good with that one. It's like, so I really don't know why it's doing that.
She looks really tall in that image.
Hmm?
She looks really tall in that image.
She's probably about, I want to say at least 5'6". So she's not. I mean, she's average height, but I don't think she. Because Katie is like 6'2", and then with heels, it makes her a little bit bigger.
Katie is about the height of my girlfriend. I'm like 5'6".
Hey, I'm 5'2". I'm itty bitty to most people.
That is that, yeah, and I assume you're done growing.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm way done growing.
Uh,
I am a lot older than you.
I shrunk. I used to be taller, and then I shrunk. I used,
Uh, no,
used
I
to,
started. I started out small and I stayed small. I was like, so I'm as tall as my parents.
it would be weird coming over and like dwarfing you and be like,
Oh, you're not that. You're not that much bigger.
I would be 4 inches taller than you.
Mostly everybody is. I am not sure. I'm still can't figure out why it's glitching like that. It's weird. So it's just oh, it's just weird. Hmm. Yeah, I think without Lorenzo, we're kind of. And then how much longer? Okay, yeah. So we got about 32 minutes, more or less.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think. Oh, so I think for the next one, we definitely need to kind of plan it out.
We can give everybody a reading assignment.
Well, actually, I think you did. So
Yeah, everybody should read the story. It's linked. Give me feedback on Twitter or here or something.
I, I wish I would get that for my regular work. It's like I need feedback. No, oh, there we go. As soon as I call Lorenzo, he appears.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm late.
No worries, dude. This is like as soon as I mention you, you appear. So, so
Yeah, when do you go live?
we started at 3.
Oh wow, I'm sorry. I I didn't realize you were going live that early.
Yeah, I well, it's mainly because Ali's trying to balance this and then going over to another channel.
Well, hello, Ellie. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, so we were kind of more or less drowning without you because we were trying to focus what to do because we didn't have enough time to talk about what we were gonna do beforehand. So, phone call interrupted Ali. It's like no.
Yeah, so I gave everybody a reading assignment. I linked my story in the chat so everybody could go read it, and my Twitter account if they wanted to though you're following me on Twitter anyway. But
Yeah, then we kind of accidentally made fun of Jeff Potts.
yeah,
Oh, it's good that he was in the chat too.
Yeah, and well, he was in the chat, and so but he had to go to work, so he wasn't there when we did that.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you scared him away.
No, it was on accident. No, I think we scared Rick away because he was here for a bit, and then he just kind of took off. So like, yep.
Yeah,
we're gonna be doing. So I'm gonna be doing
it.
some apologizing when I get there.
Yeah, you're on at the same time as Rex from Devil's Flyer. He's got the Devil's Flyer ass can.
Mm-hmm.
It's trying to figure out. I'm trying to remember if Devil's Flyer is a hero or a villain, but anyway,
I think it was. Well, because we were also talking about KM America and how KM America started off. Because oh, he's in and out. Okay.
Yeah, that's what she said. Sorry. I can resist. Yeah, Rex was making a lot of different. I had to hold back on some of the stuff. He's saying some interesting stuff when he was just describing. He got some of Peter Simeti, one of Peter Simeti's comic books,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just talking about like some issues with. He said he believed that Peter Simeti, when he said that he has a quality printer, it's just his particular copy might not have been the best quality control with that particular
for that particular issue.
Yeah, and I think he's bought some previous things from him, and I don't think he's had problems in the past. But
right, I mean, it's like sometimes there's just going to be stuff out of your control, and you're just like, ah. And then,
yeah, and I think Simeti's goal, and I'm not even I don't really know much about him, and he even unfollowed me. But I mean, not only unfollowed me on 2 social platforms, but made it so I didn't follow him back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I don't know.
Sometimes Twitter will just unsubscribe people from each other. But he had also unfriended me on Facebook, which is okay. I just wish I'd known what had happened, and that was a long time ago.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Simeti, I do think he's trying to. I do think what he's doing is kind of cool, and that he's trying to. I think he's just trying to get books out there that are independent books, and keep the cost down, and then have them in the comic book shops competing with say Marvel and DC. He's got kind of an affordable alternative to. And I think that's pretty cool. I mean,
well, that's like I was mentioning to Ali is I was thinking about how to price my book, or for at least for Subscribestar. So I'm thinking $350 because I'm also thinking about the surcharge that's common for these things, because basically Patreon does that. They have a surcharge, so I'm thinking $350, so I'm getting maybe something like $320 back in that.
Well, I'm not even sure if I'm not sure how much of a profit there is with what Peter Simeti's doing. I mean, he's hiring his situation might be different though, because he's hiring I think he's hiring artists and writers and letterists and doing things the traditional way, whereas you're doing it all yourself.
Yeah,
so maybe there's more room for a profit for you.
Well, I mean, there would probably be more of a profit. Well, because I was also discussing things like where would people also want to see it? Would they want us to see it on Substack or one of these? Or it was another platform that Jeff actually mentioned. It was called Wattpad, WATT-pad.
Huh? Not familiar with that.
I never heard of it too.
Newsprint. And so I guess that's kind of like the old school.
Yeah, the old school way of doing it.
And
but
maybe
I don't know.
that
I don't
might
know.
keep the cost down too.
Would it be something to consider to put like the first chapter online for free, maybe in a slightly lower quality version, and then if people want to read more, they can buy. Um, then they can continue it if they buy it.
Didn't you talk about doing something like that? But then you were talking about hiring some other artists, though, which I think would keep the drive the profits. I mean, not profit. Kind of, I would think it would reduce your profits if you hired somebody else.
Well, it was an idea for later because as I mentioned before, like that stuff way later down the road, mainly because um, the cost will be exactly the reason why I would have to wait for something later. Um, but because I'm thinking,
Yeah.
because I'm thinking just as a web comic, on at least a Scribe Star. But there was a Scribe Star, you're still getting you'll get like some because there would be subscribe stars that you can subscribe to, but I would also have a web comic place for it, so you get to see the comic, but the idea is it was the subscribe stars that you get to see all the pages before I put it up on. So if I say it goes up on Friday, you get the page on a Thursday, so you get to read ahead of time and see where things going. You would also get nifty little stuff like previews to a couple of other pages and what have you as I'm going through them.
Well, I mean that's good for like a Patreon type thing or a Kickstarter or whatever. I'm just saying, like, to get interest in the story itself, so that people know like what the story's about and whatnot.
Yeah.
To put up maybe not even the whole first chapter, but maybe like half of it, and just say like, this is what we're this is what we're doing. This is the flow of things. This is my art style. This is whatever.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it is. So it's kind of like the start, I guess. Because right now it's trying to do what I can to make a profit because I need to pay bills like everybody else, unfortunately. And then so I'm thinking this would be a good way to introduce people to the comic. And
Yeah, I think what Ellie was talking about was kind of like a modern day equivalent to what the ash cans were supposed to, do back in the day. Nowadays, with Comicsgate, you might pay quite a decent price for an ash can because it's kind of
no, because I mean,
just
most
an extra kind of a extra perk type thing,
yeah,
but,
because you're getting the extra stuff to go was that ash can.
Yeah, originally weren't they called ash cans because people just might toss them in the trash or whatever? It was a way of pitching your idea to
Others,
like the Big Two or whatever,
yeah,
or to some other comic book company.
Yeah, I think that was the idea, and then I think
a sampler that would be.
Yeah,
I think that's
basically,
what
they're
Ellie's
basically a
talking
sampler.
about. Would be kind of like a sampler.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's what they would be called. Like it's more or less sampler comics.
And yeah, it doesn't have to be the entire chapter or anything, or it could be slightly lower quality or something like that, and be like, buy this and get the entire chapter in high quality plus chapter 2 or something like that. Just something to get them hooked on the idea and on the graphics and everything, and then in the characters, and that way they would be more willing to part with their good old dollars and pesos and euros, pounds, whatever,
Mm-hmm. Right.
And purchase it.
Well, I mean, because I'm not really because it's not like I'm charging $25 just to be on the subscribe star. Because right now most of the stuff I see are kind of priced da, 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 are priced for indie comic stuff. So you're seeing yeah, $25, $15, $35 here and there, and I'm just gonna charge $350, and you're still getting some goodies here and there. Granted, it's $350 a month, but you're still getting stuff from me, and as because the other thing I also need to think about is being able to get off my commission list. Once I can get off my commission list, most of this will go easier, and then because then I have less to worry about after I complete my commission, my backlog and what have you, and then so it's mainly just me trying to cover all my bases, make sure everything gets paid for, and
yeah. And I don't want to, I wouldn't want to discourage you, sometimes people throw some ideas out here. Oh, maybe it'd be better to do this. So I wouldn't want to discourage you from your plans, and just, and then do nothing at all. But
no, well, I gotta do something. Yeah,
because you've been talking about this for so long, and I just wonder, if with the number of can be kind of hard to get people to sign up to any, to
anything.
Online.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's just me. I don't know, but it took me the longest time to even to sign up to Picardo. I mean,
yeah, I know.
Where you could just watch
watch the stream. Yeah, it takes
just to register to something is kind of a.
Yeah,
I don't know. It wasn't at all difficult to sign up, from what I recall. It just took me a long time. It's the same thing with creating email accounts or whatever.
Right.
So the thing would be to get, how do you get people to sign up to something when they've already got but this would be like getting people to subscribe to, use Subscribestar, which I think it would be. I mean, if it was Patreon, it would be something a lot of people already use, which I haven't even signed up to myself.
Well, the thing is my issue is that I'm trying to figure out because I was hoping I could just stick with Patreon, that I can just make a Patreon
that's unfortunate
through my main Patreon, but it doesn't seem to work that way. I guess you might put it that way. And so,
I totally understand. You want to keep the safe, the SFW stuff completely separate from the NSFW.
Yeah,
I mean, if you explain the reasons why too,
because there are characters that are characters that are minor that don't go in that universe, and
and you definitely want to keep that safe for work. I totally understand that. That makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a really good idea, and to keep those things separate.
Mm-hmm.
And
because you're gonna have some idiot who's gonna try and you're doing, you have this on this side, you're doing no.
Maybe the most important thing is just to finish the comic. And then you can figure out the fine details later on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess what I was going to do is I was going to set it up, have it going, and then just kind of go and get you the pages, because I was thinking of a Friday every page, every page every Friday a page. Because the thing is, I already have at least 40 pages sketched out. They just need to be worked on. So it would take me a day and a half to 2 days, to 2 straight days to maybe complete a page if I really push at it. So because I already have dialogue already set in, and then
okay. So if somebody subscribes to this thing, would they have to be online in order to view the book, the comic, or could they download it? And what happens if they cancel their subscription?
Okay, well, there's going to be a website for it, so a webcomic site for it. So they can still read the comic on the website for the comic. but I have no idea if they'll be able to read that off in some kind of offline manner, because I don't think it works that way. As far as Subscribe Star would be, is that you will get, if the comic is being put out on a Friday, you're getting it on a Thursday. So you're reading it one day in advance of everybody else. But to compensate for the fact that you're only getting the comic and in the same format that everybody else is getting, those who subscribe uh, to the comic, to the Subscribe Star, would also get extra goodies that go with it. So you're and if anybody can figure this out, then you win a no award prize for this.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a Nobel Prize. That would be great.
A no win prize. A booby prize, I guess. because I've added some pop culture reference. I don't know. I don't think anybody got it just yet. but but so they would get goodies. So they would get, they would see the work in progress for pages, so they know I'm working on the book. I'm actively going on the book. They'll get sketches and ideas.
But I could just wait a day and get it for free.
Yeah. The only difference is that on the website you're only getting the comic book. On the Subscribe Star, you're getting extra goodies. You're getting pages in advance. You're getting work. You get to see work in progress of pages. You get to see new sketch ideas and what have you. You get to see what I'm planning ahead, because, like I said, it's not just that one comic. So I'm going to be
Don't they get to see that on here and on my channel already, though?
Yeah. But which is probably what's going to happen, is that once that really gets started, I'll probably I'll probably be doing something else. So right now I'm working on this right now to get interest in it. And so once the site launches, I probably won't be doing it too much. And and then so I will be, because I also need to do my client's book too. And
Okia said that IDW made a tie-in prequel comic.
A prequel hang on. Between the two Sonic movies, the first 7 pages are free. Yeah. Well, like I said, the biggest thing is because from what I've seen, a lot of people really aren't jumping on black and white stuff. So,
wait, isn't that what manga is?
Yeah. Well, for American comics. As far as like indie products I've seen, unless
how many people are trying that? I think maybe there was something called like Ashcan Publications or something like that. Yeah, I think they were doing that, but I don't remember too many people even like really trying that.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people were doing color, like straight color, you know. It's like
I think that's what a lot of Comicsgate does, but I don't know if they have necessarily the best model.
Yeah, because
they're like making these books. They're making lots of graphic novels, and maybe they're doing that because graphic novels are still selling I think even the comic book shops. They seem to be selling better than floppies, mm-hmm. So maybe that's why they're doing that.
Right. And so the thing for me is that I'm just too slow with I'll be honest, I'll be straight, I'm too slow with colors, and I don't want to sit here and take forever with colored stuff and people getting upset and mad, even if I'm sitting here telling people, hey, this is where I'm at, da 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 da, yeah, because most of the work would be I'm already doing the bulk of the work, so I think color will be the last thing I ever get to, I guess. Because I would most definitely have to hire colorists for that. I already got, like I said, I already got pages lettered. So it's already
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, you decided the whole black and white thing, well, and the webcomic thing, but a lot, like months or even a year or so ago.
Yeah, because
It's just I wonder,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
it's just I'm wondering with the profit motive if you give the whole thing away for free.
Well, it would only be a page a week. But I was because I was kind of because I don't want to overwork myself. But I may even start off more like a page every 2 weeks, and just try to catch up. Because again, as I said, I'm trying to get also to my commission list. You know, because well, I really need to do it. If I don't do it, it's like, what's the point of me ever talking about this?
Yeah, you've been talking about it so long.
Yeah. So it needs to get done. So I need to, sink or swim, I guess. I also not I remember. I also got my badge for Comic Con. So I'm gonna try and go this year to Comic Con. So another place to advertise the comic as well. So and
Doesn't it help to have like physical copies though if you're at a Comic Con?
I was mainly going to draw stuff while I'm there, but I was gonna because we're gonna be selling his comic. That's for sure. The client's comic.
Oh, okay. I see
Because it's
what.
his,
Yeah, that makes
because
sense.
it's his booth. First and foremost.
Yeah, so the I see. Well, that makes more sense.
Yeah, but I will have a badge and I will be there. So
Yeah, what does the badge mean? I don't.
okay. Usually for since I'm considered a pro, so my badge will allows me to be there for the preview day, and the entire show.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I get to be there essentially like all 5 days, and then uh, usually what they will give you a guest badge, but I guess this year, since they're still kind of reeling from COVID stuff and what have you, they didn't do they weren't gonna do it this year for that, I guess, because they didn't give me the option for it. The thing is that I don't know anybody to give the extra badge to anyway. So it's like, hey, you know, and then so it's just right now it's just gonna be more, I guess, advertising of the book and all the ideas, and just kind of get it off the ground, I guess. But don't do it. It's not gonna happen. So and so I'm gonna try and launch it soon, possibly sometime this week or maybe next week, at least the site. And this is why you're seeing me uh, lettering pages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm lettering the pages for the book. That's what I was doing. It was already getting that ready to go.
Well, I see Gia says he talks about all sorts of things he never gets around to doing.
I talk about all sorts of things I never get around to doing. Yeah, But because actually, now that I think about, I'm gonna have to try and find you the link. It's for not safe for work stuff, but it's basically me being candid about doing about work, comic book stuff and what have you, especially for the not safe for work stuff I do. And then because most people will be surprised, what I do for all of that. Are you killing something over there, Ali? Or is it? You guys hear that?
I'm not sure what Ellie's up to.
But no, I guess we'll. Do you want to go a little bit longer, or because it's about to be 5?
Who are you talking to?
You, you, sir.
It's up to you.
Well, actually, we're the 27th, so and we only get 20 hours. You know what? Screw it. We can go on for longer. We can go another hour, I guess.
Oh, another hour.
Or another 30 if you're,
That's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to prepare for my show tomorrow, though.
Oh, okay. No, we'll just call it here in a bit then.
Yeah. How long have you been going?
2 hours. About to be 2 hours here. So
I
think
know
that's
I've
about
heard,
the right time.
and I don't. I've gone too long to prove it, but I've heard that if you go around 2 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and I've even, you know what? I've even seen this before. If you go around 2 hours, YouTube will tends to be faster at what is that called? When they process the video or whatever it's called, they tend to, because whereas let's say you go 3 hours, or even maybe you go 1 hour. I've heard that then you go, it might take till the next day before the stream shows up on YouTube, for when people search for it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll
Yeah,
just
because some
we'll just
a friend of
hear.
mine was telling me about this, and I didn't know if that was true. And then I saw that another friend went 2 hours, and YouTube seemed way faster putting, it might not have been instantaneous, but like maybe an hour or two later, the video was
up.
Yeah. Instead of
All
having to wait till like the next day, like in the early morning or something, and it says, "Oh, well, Tech Corners, just uploaded a video," and it's like 9 a.m. or something. So you might be better off stepping around now.
Okay. All right. Well, I will be back here on Wednesday. We're going to be doing this at 3 p.m. From 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. I guess, so 2 hours. Hopefully we'll build a better show by the next time. So you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, of course here on YouTube and on Patreon at the Tech Corner. Please be aware that the Tech Corner also houses not safe for wokey stuff or not safe for work. You can also find me on my new Twitter handle at Tier Corner, Tier Comics, Tier Comics, and then it is all of that will be in the description below. I should probably get links from most of you guys too. And I will have links for the Subscribe Star and the website when I can get it set up here for you guys soon. Ali, do you have anything you want to put in? Okay. Alrighty. And you can find Lorenzo on the Lorenzo C-Sec show tomorrow at 7 Texas time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. You want to give them the rest of the info, Lorenzo?
As far as other places?
Yes.
Well, yeah, you can also find me on Twitter and Facebook as Lorenzo Sleestack. And maybe around once a week, you'll find me on minds.com. But it's mainly Twitter and Facebook. Oh, and we also stream on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
So it's YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook where the show streams. I focus on the YouTube. Mm-hmm. And Twitter and Facebook are the main places I post.
Cool. All right. So we'll be, like I said, we'll be back on Wednesday, and I'll see you guys next time.
Oh, you put that's Ellie's Twitter, right?
Yeah. Because I'm not sure where she went.
Okay, yeah, because people might see that in the chat and they might get kind of confused with.
Yeah, there's also Ali. That's Ali's Twitter.
Porcelain Girl.
Porcelain Girl. She also has a link. You could also pirate in the private chat. Lorenzo is for a story she wrote. And then
that's really cool.
Yeah, so if you guys want to give it a read, maybe have some feedback for her.
Odd. I've not seen it in there.
Ah.
Wonder. Well, maybe you can send it to me on Discord, or
let me copy it again. Let me put it one more time because she just pretty much.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, you put it in the.
Yeah. Yeah, she just wants everybody to take a look.
Oh, she wants everybody. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. And then.
That's the I'm dyslexic, so I don't know how I'll be able to read it, but
no worries,
that's really cool, though.
Yeah, just take your time, dude.
I'm having a hard time too with my vision. I've got a eye doctor's appointment set up, but
okay.
But it's still cool to have like a free book,
Yeah.
I might have to kind of zoom in on the print if that's possible. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'll have to see about accessibility because not every site does that, So
that's true.
All right, guys.
Well, thanks for having us on.
No worries, guys. If you're welcome to come back. Just like I said, we start at 3 p.m.
Is 3 p.m. your time?
My time.
So that's
is
that 4 p.m.
your time?
Okay.
And then so that would be 3, 2, 1. So this should be like 1 p.m. in California.
Okay, so there's another stream that I watched that starts at maybe that's 4 p.m. your time. So
yeah,
well, that's an hour. So that's an hour later, though. So
yeah,
I can at least catch the first hour of your show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I probably should let people know about the show that there's this guy Rex Devil Flyer. He's hosting this show too.
Mm-hmm.
Might want to check that out too.
All right, guys. We'll catch you next time.
Take care, everybody.
Take care.